Right, so it's finally Thursday, the 16th, which means it's a big day. I'm already way too dressed up. I don't know why. It's finally occurring to me that it's happening. So it's happening. So we'll see how this one goes. Let's go. Oh my god. Now I have a camera too.
I found everybody.
Why are you flossing?
Pineapple and pizza is a Canadian thing. I didn't even scientifically prove it. Look.
The princess has left me.
I'm still trying to wake up here.
That the brownies are really wordy.
In October of 2023, I embarked on a 2.5-week solo journey to attend Ponyville Ciderfest and travel to 4 cities in the United States, with the goal of seeing as many friends as I could on that trek. Ranging from people who I have met recently within the last year, to those that I have never seen before.
My hair is in the head. My hair!
So from the conventions and to the cities, join me on this journey of friendship halfway across the globe. So, less than 24 hours to departure. I completed my online check-in, got my seats, really just sitting there taken aback at the fact that it's all happening. Have I prepared enough? Will my friends really be excited to see me? Will I have a good time? Do I know what I'll be doing? Where am I traveling? And this is overwhelming, you know? After 15 months. It's just so good to be back in the air, seeing people that I care for. And I really don't have anything much to add. It really is surreal to think about the fact. So it's about 5 hours before takeoff. I finally closed the bill, closed my bags, and hope I don't forget anything at this point in time. Last chance. It's time to roll. Counter Bravo. So this is it. Reached the airport. About to check in. And the best part is there's basically nobody in the queue. So Alright, so let's quickly recap what happened at the airport. Nothing, to be honest. Everything just went smooth for so far. Check-in was basically a breeze. Nobody was on the line. They told me that the flight from Jakarta to Haneda will be full, but there's an opportunity for me to have an entire row in Chicago, for my flight to Chicago. But we'll see how well that fares in a few more hours. Now the gate is all the way down to the end of the terminal, which is very normal for Jakarta. All the way to the end. It really does mean all the way to the end. Like probably another 10 minutes of walking, but that's fine. It's not like we're in a rush or we're like in a working airport or anything, but that's what we got, so we got to work with it. Anyway, had my dinner for free, thanks for my bank card, and picked something up from duty free for the first time ever. Indonesian duty free at least. Really just realizing how many international brands are actually available on these duty frees without you having to actually travel anywhere. But yeah, it's always nice to be in this airport. because it's the start of a big adventure, mostly. I don't fly that much. That's why I love flying. Because I get to do that too often. So it feels different whenever I get to do it. Right, anyway. So, game plan is this. We're flying to Chicago via Haneda. We're going to spend one night there. Then we're going to spend 4 nights for the convention. And we're going to be taking the train from Chicago to Milwaukee. And from then on, it's train back to Chicago, and we'll spend, I think, about 4 more nights in Chicago, being a tourist, before finally going up and seeing other friends in Los Angeles for the weekend, and capping off the visit in Seattle, flying off from there approximately 2.5 weeks after I first time from the United States. Now that I realize it, it's a pretty long trip, but since there's just so many places to go, it just doesn't feel like I have enough time to do it. It's quite empty out there. But it's gonna get busy. It's generally more pleasant here, but it's just at the very far end of everything. But hey, can't complain. I'm flying. As it was already late, I went straight to settling in on my 8-hour first leg to Tokyo Haneda on board this Boeing 7879. Now, we finally made that transit. Oh, heck. We made a transit to Haneda's Terminal 3. See, Haneda is one of those airports that's really remarkable to me, because this is the airport that I sim a lot to in FSX back in the day. So, it's good to finally be in the real airport for the first time ever. Last time I was transiting through Japan, all flights were still operated through Narita, and it was a good airport, but this is actually much more remarkable. It feels more like an airport. Narita feels too, how would I call that? Too sterile. This feels right. This feels proper. I like it. Oh, there's 7-Eleven. I forgot. All good? Thank you. So I made the most of my short stay in Haneda and took a restless walk around. And before I knew it, it was time to line up and settle in for a long stretch by boarding my Boeing 777-300ER to Chicago, Illinois. And despite the 343 economy class configuration, I was assured by the gate agent that I would have a spare seat next to me, so this will be a comfortable 12 hours ahead. And of course, if you've known me before, I absolutely love my 777s. So why not have a bit of aviation YouTuber wannabe Nightie, record this aircraft startup and taking off.
And since I planned to be awake on this first half of the flight, I decided to spoil myself and pre-ordered this ANA add-on premium meal of hamburger steak with demi-glaze sauce, with sides of aurora shrimp and a mousse to cap things off.
Fortunately, there's nobody next to me, so me and my aisle seatmate can share the middle seat for our auxiliary leg space and freedom of movement. That said, I think I need to catch some sleep now. Try to get myself on the Chicago routine so that I would be arriving at the airport with my brain already set for the Midwest time. Midwest time. Yeah. And just letting them know that hey, I've already departed from Haneda and that I'm right on my way to the United States of America. Bought some extra Wi-Fi package for 30 minutes. Please stop following us in the window. And to let everyone know, by the time that I go to sleep, they are going to sleep. And by the time I touch down, they might be starting to wake up, or they might even be on their way to Milwaukee. But nevertheless, incredibly excited. But I think my body is finally asking to sleep now, because I did not catch more than 2 hours of the previous flight, which is actually planned.
After 11 hours in, at the top of descent, it's time to switch up the music, as it is finally time to land back down in the United States of America. Right, after 1.5 hours waiting in line, we're in the United States. It's officially beginning. Look at that. This is very troubling. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I'm in Chicago. I can't believe I'm in Illinois. I can't believe I made it to the United States again. Yes. Oh my God. It's been an arduous 25 hours. What time is it now? 16:47 UTC. More than that. It's been almost 30 hours of constant traveling. And honestly, all that time, I wasn't even feel like I'm on top of things. I wasn't even feel like I'm bearing the right way. But for some reason, things come to plan. I mean, look at this. Look at this, you guys. Look at the view. This is Chicago. I'm in Chicago. Let's go. Him. next to the very big McDonald's that should not exist. Well. You know shit is real when they give you a spoon for a shake. Just a spoon for a shake. I'm not even looking at that yet. I'm looking at this. Up to Chicago. Right, so anyway, I got that shake. I got a double dip. That's not wet enough though. And of course I got a Chicago style hot dog. So I'm doing all three at once. This is peak efficiency right here. So that was breakfast, lunch, and dinner by Indonesian standards. So the London House Hotel right there, that's where we'll be staying for the last 2 nights in Chicago. So it appears like the first person that I'm going to be meeting is actually a rather impromptu one. Kara, a native Chicagoan, is within distance from the loop and is willing to stop by, say hi, and give me my first proper walk through downtown. Like, so many places that I've been looking at through YouTube and whatnot. Just tell me if they're all legit or not.
Okay, yeah, they're all legit.
This isn't too... Okay, I don't want to jinx it. Knock on wood, there is no wood. But it's not too bad. I can live with this.
Yeah.
I flew all the way in here to discover that the bean is closed.
It is, yeah.
I can't take pictures with the bean.
That does kind of suck.
That really sucks. Why are they called the Artists Alliance? Because they got the Art Institute?
Yeah, they're alliance with the Art Institute.
Very interesting.
That's the J14, which is
A train.
BRT.
BRT?
It's not.
I just said it's a train.
Oh, you did say
Line being the one that's going out from...
one that went up to
So, as we are all transit enthusiasts, it is only natural that we ended up train spotting, station hopping, and generally toured Chicago's L, or their metro system.
Here is the block of Clark Street
Uh-huh.
that is like out of a different century. Like hotel men only.
Oh my god.
It's a single occupancy hotel with like, you know, like the wire mesh roof ceiling.
But I did not buy a card. Here's my phone. So which one? Literally everything I know about the Chicago transit system. I just know this curve exists.
Yeah.
Like, why?
One of the busiest rail interchanges in the world.
Yeah. I was like, why?
Yeah.
Why do you still have this?
It works.
Yeah, it works. Which one? Oh, that's Boeing. That's a global. That's a global headquarters, is it?
I think like they just moved.
I don't know. Yeah, they just moved, right? They were. I think their headquarters was once entirely in Washington, and then somehow they decided to move to Illinois. I don't know what happened next. Yeah, that's all I know. Anyway, train. We can save the Boeings for later. So, what am I looking at?
Alright, so this is Quincy. And they redid this station like very thoroughly as like an old style train station.
Okay, I can see it. I can definitely see that.
Got, like,
Oh, even the posters. The beach by the elevator lines. Oh, so you... As we are having way too much fun walking around, we actually forgot that we had a special task that we had to do that afternoon. We actually promised 2 other friends that we would record their train going into Union Station. So I guess time to get them.
I guess so, yeah.
How do I do that? How do we do that?
Let's
So, me and another friend, we actually walked all the way down to the southern side of the Union Station, where there's an opening where we're supposed to be able to film trains coming into the station. And we missed it by literally that much. The bus bridge between the Green Line was taking its time, to say the least. And
yeah, it was sitting there, and then like one person came up, he opened the doors, they got on. Then another person came up, he opened the doors, they got on. Someone in a wheelchair came up, so he put down the ramp. Yeah, it was.
it was definitely something.
We probably should have budgeted more time, but also like that wasn't our fault.
Yeah, that wasn't our fault. That wasn't our fault, and at the same time, I don't think I would have known better other than to wait there in the Whole Foods for 30 minutes and probably be more pissed. But it is what it is. So
At least we saw it.
yeah,
A little.
yeah. So the unannounced guest for the road trip, this trip, is Kara.
Yes.
And Kara is a native Chicago. What do you call yourselves, Chicagoers?
Chicagoan.
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 Finally, I found out the final word. And then hopefully nobody will stop me in the dark alley when I said Chicagoer. But there we go. Now we're gonna go pick up Rail and Miko at the station. It's gonna be in there in 10 minutes until we get there. And finally see them for the first time in my life. I mean, I saw them the first time in my life as well, so a lot of first times here, guys.
First.
First time in Chicago, first time seeing people that I've been talking to for years at some time. And the first time I tried to catch their train and missed it. Alright. Let's see where the places, or if you know where the toilets are. The toilets.
There's restrooms down there.
Well, there's a great hall. That's him.
Yeah, you would know, not me.
Real? Miko? How many years has it been?
Too many counts.
I got to finally see you. We were hoping you guys would be delayed so we can get to the viewing spot in time. But we got you guys pulling in.
We were like running to.
Yeah.
I was looking and I saw he didn't make it. Then he checked me like 2 seconds later.
Yeah, we didn't make it at all. Like to a point, it was just way too short of a call.
Yeah, we said
Yeah. Well, we got it pulled in, and really, I got to hear on this camera, and the scenery is just really good. So even if you don't get a train, at least you get to see it. I'll pull it in for you.
Yeah.
But yeah. So last time I met this guy here, Rail, I haven't even known him, and that was BronyCon 2016. That was how many years since 2016? Fuck.
Too many.
Yeah.
been too long.
It's basically like forever and a half ago.
7 years.
Yeah. Yeah. It's basically been that long, and I only got acquainted with him relatively recently. By recently, maybe 1-2 years after BronyCon. I was like, wait, have we been under the same roof before? And we were. So here I am. Here I am trying to make myself up and make an extended trip. It's not just a con. Where is the exit? Buildings, please. Oh.
Stickers.
Oh yeah, shit. The furs are here. I'm FF.
What's up with the stickers?
Nah, sometimes you'll find furry stickers everywhere.
Oh.
Yeah. But do you have any problems with rooms at heights?
Like, right now, not really.
It's like looking up. So we head back to our hotel for the night to drop our bags, have a chat, and plan to re-emerge at sundown for our dinner.
I can't believe myself. Look what we've done, we've gone.
Yeah.
Little tired,
Yeah, the fries are pretty expensive. But hey, I never thought you could eat Shake Shack on the base of what was once the world's tallest building. Oh god, it's taking forever to pan up. I have to change the setting. But you can't even see the lights anymore because it's all just so crystallized. But believe me, there's a siesta over there. Miko was actually left behind by the bus. So, like good friends, we left him behind to figure it out by himself. While we step out in the magnificent mall and started looking up to actually see the planes flying the flight path of O'Hare.
March 26th and 96. From Houston to Chicago.
Nice. What is it?
Let's go to the Navy Pier. We did want to go there.
You want to go there? No, we did not go to Navy Pier that night.
They do the whole Christian rock stuff going on, which I okay.
Right, so it's finally Thursday, the 16th, which means it's a big day. I'm already way too dressed up. I don't know why. I pulled this out and I thought this was the one that doesn't have the long sleeves, but apparently it is. Ready for my business meeting at Milwaukee, apparently. Apparently that's my reason of visiting the US.
Trying to sell ponies.
Trying to sell ponies and trying to get ponies sold. Wait, no. Anyway, I'm not a vendor. Yeah, anyway, I thought this would be better for the warm weather. Not warm weather, for the colder weather. But it is, I said warm weather because it is warmer than I expected out there. Yeah. So anyway, me, Miko, and Rail are going to go out and have our breakfast in Chicago. Before we figure out when we got to head out to the train station. And honestly, one, my brain hasn't started up yet. And two, it's finally occurring to me that it's happening. So it's happening. So we'll see how this one goes compared to every, because there's just so many more people that I'm gonna meet for the first time. Really cool. Figured out something that was on the itinerary, and now we're being gunzels at this apparently world famous, that was on the itinerary. And the funny part is, okay, one of us actually looked up a picture of the intersection here, right, online, and they figured out, where do you think these people would have taken the pictures? And we were walking around the block and we were considering how the hell do we get access to any of these buildings. We tried to find an angle and everything, and we realized from that photo where the angle was. Then we simply looked up. Yeah, turned around, looked up. It's a parking garage. No, seriously, I wish we had that moment revelation on camera, because that was the stupidest thing I've done all year.
Yeah, I saw the sign that we saw.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Yeah, but, it's a good thing we looked around, because here we are. It's a good spot. It's a good spot to film. It's nowhere near the itinerary. It's nowhere near the top 10 list of anything.
I look at it every day.
Yeah, and the guy in the elevator saw gunzels and foamers every day doing it. Here we are. Yeah, so when the first time I actually went to the US, I was really weirded out by the fact that the pharmacy could get a lot of shit.
I know, it's so weird.
I know, right? Like, the first time I was in New York, and there was like a CVS and a Walgreens by the corner.
They call them pharmacies. They're more convenience stores with the pharmacy.
Yeah, they just happen to have a pharmacy license on it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because everything in there, it was open 24 hours. It's got frozen food. It's got everything you need. Yeah. I mean, it's New York. What do you expect?
Oh.
But that was my first impression.
Customer service needed in the dental department.
Okay, so I guess from today on, tomato ketchup is soup. And relish and mustard. These are all soup from now on. Okay, got it. So you guys ready to keep going?
I guess so.
Yeah, look at all these guys with their really simple bags. Well,
It seems like someone came from overseas.
yeah, I wonder who. Look at that stark contrast. Should already be around. So that's a transit center. So these other two nerds are already talking about which cabbage that they have on the other end. Yeah, on the other end of the platform. But now in my head, it's getting apparent and it's getting clear that okay, that's a cabbage. That's number 2, but number 1 is happening. I'm gonna be meeting my friends again. I mean, I'm already meeting them, but to meet everyone else for the next 96 hours, holy cow! Holy cow! Let's go. Let's get going. 11:04. We're departing. We're departing 1 minute earlier. Fantastic. That's awesome, right?
In the seat back in front of you, there is the safety pamphlet. If you're not familiar with the safety pamphlet, please give it a read through.
Smoke out there.
I was so preoccupied watching a freight train pass us on the other track for like a good 2 minutes, and did not realize that this is Wisconsin. There you go. This is the closest I've been to Heartland, America. Oh my god, one of those ads. Holy shit.